All results provided in this material are long-term outputs of extraordinary people in innovative culture of Tatra Banka. Now please take a seat and enjoy the following presentation prepared by PMO team. Slovakia is a small country in the heart of Europe. Our bank, Tatra Banka, was established in 1990 as the first privately owned bank in Slovakia. We are members of Raiffeisen Bank International Group, one of the biggest groups specialized in banking sector in Central and Eastern Europe. We are operating on a rather small Slovak market with a population of almost 5.5 million inhabitants, serving them with two brands, Tatra Banka and Raiffeisen Bank. We currently have 187 branches with more than 800,000 clients and a yearly profit of more than 100 million euros. We are third largest bank in Slovak market and second most profitable in the whole Raiffeisen Group. Our mission has always been breaking through the boundaries of banking. During our history, we have always achieved to be visible innovative leader on our market. Continuously, year by year, we deliver extensive and unique experience to our customers. Innovations became an integral part of Tatra Banka brand. We were many times recognized and awarded by Global Finance, Euromoney, World Finance, and many other local awards. Altogether, more than 125 awards in our history. As PMO, we are proud to be part of such a successful bank. This is us. We are a team of people with different previous experiences and background, mainly from the banking industry. Former B-1 manager, B-2 managers, former IT project managers, relationship managers, PMO specialists, risk, HR, sales, IT operations, IT development, process management, and IT software testing departments. PMO is delivering a whole range of services, from methodology and templates through support via consultation and coaching, from regular portfolio planning and management, its monitoring to the execution of specific projects and programs. We cover all types of projects, from technical migrations to job relocations, from interesting innovation products to mandatory regulation, project controlling and project leading functions included. As bonus, we also support our PMs with administrative staff and organizational help via project assistance. PMO is providing support and is an important partner of Management Board in achieving bank's strategical goals. Board members and senior management approach us when they want to execute complex changes with strategic importance. We manage a portfolio of approximately 20 concurrently running projects. We cover a yearly budget of 15 million euros, including internal IT effort. A true enterprise project management office dedicated to serve the whole company and bring value to our customers.
Our bank has risen sharply during its first 15 years. We reached 600,000 clients and opened 130 branches, which are approximately 70% of current numbers. With more than 3,000 employees, organization has become more complex to manage. Some isolated initiatives regarding projects have been in IT division, but not supported through whole bank. This was the time when Project Office was founded in the bank. First things which needed to be done were to onboard management level and train them heavily on project management skills. Internal methodology was prepared and trained as well. Templates, roles, processes, and organizational rules have been created and established. Supportive project office was delivering first results. Monthly project committee consisting of CEO, Chief Retail, CIO, and COO took place in August 2005. Soon, B-1s and B-2 upper management understood that it is not only templates, but it is active participating in projects which brings them benefits. Controlling function of PMO was increased to all projects and their budgets. Project managers have been promoted from internal people and trained or hired externally. Community shaped to become agents for change. And this is their vision. Have a look on this original vision they created during those times. Do you recall these graphics from the past? Thanks God it's already over. The result of PMO establishment and project management understanding could be vastly collected during Euro implementation. Imagine, our whole banking world was changing from Slovak crown currency to euro in cash, in accounts, in statements, from national payment system to euro ecosystem. Whole exchange currently world was shaken. We felt like hurricane category 5 is coming. Yet in Tatra, we like challenges. We aimed to significant core banking system upgrade in April, 8 months before Euro deadline. And we also decided to KDK, channels consolidation project rollout in June, 6 months before Euro effective date. All managers have been already accommodated to projects, to priorities. All B-1s were participating in steering committee of Euro program. During Euro time, even dedicated department of Euro implementation was settled. With such organizational support, clear priority, fast conflict resolution, it was possible to deliver this Category 5 project exactly as expected. Tatra was perfectly prepared for Euro conversion. People got even time to spend with their families on Christmas so that they are refreshed and well ready for New Year's rollout. Even other banks, after Euro conversion, had to send their clients to Tatra to exchange crowns for euros, as their systems were having serious troubles. Although the banks in Slovakia have been in good shape, also we were hit by the biggest banking crisis in this century. RBI Group, our majority shareholder, became very active. Cost management activities grew around us. We started heavy reporting to head office. Our project selection became challenged and numbers checked twice. Slim organizational project cutting 10% of workforce in 1 year has been executed. All departments have been affected. More than 300 people had to be laid off from their job places. Although it was painful exercise, it was bringing us clear cost awareness attitude. Hard changes come for us, project managers too. As before we reported directly to board member and could act freely, we were moved under centralized PMO. Yes, PMO got more influence in the bank through PM capability of directing projects. But PMs lost their strongest weapon, project bonuses. They were competency of project manager and definitely the most significant tool for motivation of team members. They were stopped and never come back again. Lean techniques started in operations also to decrease costs. Kanbans, Kaizens, dashboard meetings, and in IT, Scrum practices like iterations, demo meetings, retrospectives took place. Everything became more transparent. Performance started to be really measured even by watches. More transparency was brought also into allocations of IT project teams, which was positively affecting projects by more precise planning. In PMO, we also started to utilize business allocation plans. Demand management took active role in IT wallets concept. If you were a board member in Tatra, you got a certain amount of funny money budget, representing internal effort of IT specialists you could use during the year. This brought transparency to internal IT resource usage, and they are still in place today and gave to the board members freedom to implement small to middle changes solely on their decision. At the end of period, PMO was moved from directly from CEO area into COO responsibility. This is how we finish this quite hard consolidation period. After tough times, positive project wins rose in Tatra. Investments have risen, almost doubled. Expectations changed from cost reduction to revenue growth. New retail strategy project appeared after long sensitive board brainstormings and discussions. We already knew how it feels when the hurricane is coming. Here it was again. You might have seen internal NDA signed with complete project execution team. With us, this was very special. Two unique special topics have been covered in the retail strategy project. They were absolutely unique in our market. First topic, multi-brand. We knew Tatra Banka is an exclusive bank for demanding clients, and it is expensive. Our target group in Slovakia was limited. We approached the market with completely new, different brand. Tatra is for affluent segment. New brand for lower mass segment. Tatra, leader in innovations versus new brand, pioneer of simple banking. Tatra has complex banking services against new brand, only three simple products. Nothing more. List of fees on one page. Contract with the bank on one page. Second unique topic for us, franchise in banking. Never seen in our market. Huge reputational risk, operational risk, legal and banking regulatory issues. But on the other side, high potential of scalability and growth with minimum impact on bank OpEx. It was extremely difficult. We had to make Sophie's choice. Other critical projects which were in conflict or increased risk have been sacrificed, although having clear benefits. People showed full dedication by working days and nights. In 13 months, we spent 16,000 IT man days for this change. It was a project with the highest density of workload in our history. We have managed to open completely new bank, Raiffeisen Bank, with 12 branches in November 2012 and successfully deliver next phases and the whole project. Beside mentioned retail strategy project, we are still aiming for Tatra Banka innovative leader brand promise. Fully aligned with board of directors, PMO was directly supporting brand promise, with 10% dedicated for innovations in portfolio budget and leading innovations delivery through innovative projects. We wanted to bring customer unique experience and extraordinary comfort with our products and services. If our client loses wallet or left it at home, has no cash, but customer definitely has his cell phone, why not to use it as a payment instrument? We want him to send money to a friend just knowing his mobile number. We want our clients to pay with a cell phone. We want to let them withdraw money from ITM with their mobile phones. During this time, with help of PMO, portfolio resources and project leading, we made next steps in innovation leadership, which differentiates Tatra on our market. And we did innovate internally in PMO as well. Before, we checked performance of closed project after 1 year. 15 minutes presentation on the board level to survive, and that was it. We changed that. Together with cost management and controlling, we assure that cost benefit analysis for revenue and cost reduction projects do have verification methods and definitions to be able to track added value from projects. When we approve project charter, we baseline benefits. After project is closed, we start to measure benefits every quarter. Yes, we ask business guester, show me where are the money every quarter and consolidate it for review on project committee. This helped us in the learning process of adjusting unrealistic benefits. Business owners come today with real numbers which they know will be delivered. Hardest change for us was the organizational change management and project management alignment. Specific role of change manager reporting to CEO was assigned. CEO was heavily supporting change management, focus on people side of change. John Cotter's change methodology was a bit different than our project management methodology. Project managers have been claiming for a long time that change management is already part of their capability, yet I personally felt that we have not used it properly in our busy daily lives. Unspoken tensions have been between project managers and change manager in the bank. Quite resistance took more than 2 years. In my opinion, the mistake was that PMO at the time was approached too late and the change manager underestimated level of PM's experiences. PMs didn't really support this change though. Today, I'm convinced that change management ability in PMO is a strong competency and it is an important aspect of our job. At the end of 2015, New Bank Strategy 2020 was created. To decompose and visualize it, our board members decided to create a roadmap for the whole bank. It describes our primary segments, strategies in these segments, and their goals. With such systematic structure, they could approach all bank employees with easily understandable strategy for 1.5 years. Every quarter since then, all managers meet and follow up on the results of roadmap. This is example how one specific activity looks in the roadmap. Our private banking is to be a leader in this segment and is going to maximize intensity of business. In tactical goal, customer satisfaction, there is TRIM index at level 85 expected. To that tactical goal, there is a project or activity, MiFID II related, which is actually running project today, quite heavy project, where PMO is responsible to manage the delivery. As PMO, to be honest, we were not part of creating this structure nor the content. This was done by our board members directly, and they have full ownership of it. But they approached us well before it became public, and we had long discussions about feasibility of project size activities, their complexity and resources needed. We made common prioritization of project size topic and applied lessons from previous years. We decided to shift some of the other mainly maintenance projects into future and support business growth related activities in the roadmap. But you know how it feels when you plan whole year budget, whole year portfolio, right? And you got everything planned and approved in October. Well, in April next year, the situation looks completely different. Year after year, with coming regulations and our legal category share rose from 20% in 2015 to 60% in 2018. Unpredictable regulatory burden hits our portfolio plans heavily. It takes unprecedented amount of almost non-negotiable money which we use to give the customer and business projects. And now we have to put it into regulatory. What is more important? Our ability for long-term planning was hit. Yes, we live in a world where 60% of investments goes into regulation. This is why we developed a rolling approach for project selection and project starts. Let me explain how we want it to work for us. We want to decide as late as possible based on the newest information. Our ideas are being collected by demand management process in a form of project pool. The more we know about the idea, the higher it is in our project pool. Ideas with highest priority are on the right side. Once we got enough information which could be shared with project committee, business guester will got a chance to market his idea. He can explain why, what, when needs to be done, what benefits does it bring, and what are the estimated costs. Board members could get familiar with the idea, could ask, challenge, or comment it, and after presentation, project idea is put into the higher prioritized pool with clear visualization of its position amongst other projects. Every project committee then, ideally two projects are being selected from prioritized pool, respecting agreed maximum limit of concurrent projects. Selected projects will get immediate focus, project management resources, architect, and it will start within 2 months, already with allocated resources, updated costs, benefits, and clarified assumptions. When we must start legal regulatory project which came just yesterday, we can react very fast. Yes. Some business ideas will have to wait in project pool for next month. The same when new fantastic revenue opportunity appears. We are able to react super fast without hurting any of running projects. But when this system is put in place, it makes decisions very clear and transparent for all stakeholders. By managing input and limited work to capacity, we believe not only decisions will be done consciously and knowingly, but also level of parallelism will be lowered, and this will increase volume and pace of our production in projects.
We have been living in various PMO types. Current setup historically evolved since 2011 and works for us. Our enterprise PMO has been reporting to Chief Operation Officer, who is part of Board of Directors. PMO is created to be support and main partner of Management Board in achieving bank strategical goals. So the link between board and PMO needs to be and is very intensive and strong. It is hard to select key stakeholders, but we should mention our COO because she is our boss, being responsible for projects in her board area. Besides other, she also covers cost management and procurement areas. We should mention CEO as ultimate stakeholder in strategic direction topics within portfolio. Most projects we do for head of retail banking, he is usually sponsoring 6 to 12 point projects in one time. Key partner in project management is our CIO. Without dedicated key internal IT capacities, we could only dream about successful delivery on time or in budget. Under CIO umbrella, there are our key stakeholders in delivery placed. Demand management, covering relationship management with business lines, and managing small to middle-sized changes, as well as IT project management, which is our double in project structures regarding IT topics and internal IT delivery. Our bank lives by projects, and we all need to cooperate. As my colleague told 10 years ago, in projects we are sentenced to cooperation. At level of PMO demand management and software development, there is utterly strong focus on alignment and collaboration. Every material for project committee or board meeting needs to be aligned, so we check feasibility and manage expectations on all sides. Through alignment, we got stronger influence even upwards. Every month, the highest instance of project management in Tatra, the owner of resources and ultimate decision body, is organized. Project Portfolio Committee consisting of Board of Directors and extended members is taking place, reviewing status of running projects and tracking benefits, prioritizing and approving new projects, project charters, and closing reports. Project committee is completely prepared and facilitated by PMO. As already mentioned, PMO has supportive and controlling functions provided by part of our department dedicated to portfolio. I am convinced that within our headcount possibilities, we are doing tremendous job for our organization, be it project portfolio committee preparation, active forecasting, project quality assurance, consultancy, benefit tracking, trainings, or methodology ownership. Our delivery parts give us influence on directing the organization changes through project managers. But it is not as easy as it sounds. Our only real authority or competency as project managers is to knock on each door in the bank and kindly ask for support or collaboration. We work only with soft motivators: respect, professional acknowledgement, listening, proper feedback or relationship with people. We always explain why we do projects, what it should bring to us. People will gladly help you, but if you do not treat them, well, they will not help you again in next project. What more to say here? To succeed as project manager in Tatra requires really strong personality, excellent communication skills, ability to cooperate, and super high endurance. As PMO, we are here to help PMs with lessons we have from more than 200 projects behind us. Yes, role of PMO is also to foster lessons learned so that project managers avoid failures from the past. We do it through continuous process improvement and regular enhancement of our methodology. In our project lifecycle, you will now see which of them we consider most critical. We learned that having sponsor from the beginning is essential. No sponsorship means no discussion on board level. Once we got sponsor, after that we can talk about prioritization. Still on PMO and business side without assignment of PM. We try to allocate suitable professional project manager 2 to 3 months before project start For us, it is project intent approval. PM has time to align expectations with sponsor, meet important stakeholders, review whatever was prepared in demand management process, set up a team, involve existing vendors, draft a plan, review and update project costs and benefits. Actually, milestone of PM assignment is the most welcome one. You could see it in face of the sponsor, how happily is he when PM is assigned, especially if sponsor and PM had already done some project before. Clear focus, drive, experience and support are needed to mobilize project start. Once PM is assigned, probability of successful delivery has doubled. PMO supports project start with prioritization, necessary templates for PM, project SharePoint location, and lessons learned from similar projects. Before project committee meeting, we even organize dry run project committee for less experienced project managers or sensitive projects to check and help PMs be more professional with the deliverables, including presentation techniques itself. During analysis planning phase, when designs and estimates become more tangible, we focus on resource allocation for implementation phase. We have learned many times that starting project is an easy task, but finishing it is a tough one. When approving project charter, input for implementation phase, we double check that the required people are allocated in our IT resource central allocation plan. Our friends from IT project managers are owners of this advanced Excel, which is paying us back all the effort invested into proper planning. I cannot stress more how allocation process again helps us in successful project portfolio execution. When project is running, we want to deliver value as soon as possible. Already in planning, we try to cut the project into meaningful pieces so that the business results are visible and tangible early in project. There are cases when even before implementation phase, there are prototypes available for our internal clients. We hate long tails of projects. Often, high priorities of projects is post-implementation phase are lower than the new projects waiting to be started. This is why we try to get project acceptance with conditions and finish small things under small development process umbrella outside of project lifecycle. We save our professional PMs on biggest challenges. After project closure, we do not forget to track our investments. We quarterly follow up on benefits provided in cost benefit analysis. We review how it is working against expectations and ask business to quickly improve situation when necessary. And this is the detail of the process from our methodology. Project management is anchored in our culture and our values at all management levels. In all our projects, sponsorship is done by board members themselves. This is, based on my knowledge, pretty unique in our market. It may be caused by our flat organization design, but definitely there is also our lessons learned applied. Executive sponsorship is key success factor for project delivery. When scope is distributed across more board areas, the one with highest impact takes the sponsorship. For PMO and project managers, this makes our lives much easier. When there is conflict, it can be solved fast. When there is a decision required, it can be done fast. Being so close to board members is also motivation for project managers. Sponsors often drive career on the best project managers. Sponsors do not pass PMO. They often and openly communicate with PMO about their intentions and seek help. With CEO and head of retail, besides regular monthly project committee, short alignment meetings are organized to inform about current development and clarify expectations for next month. As PMO and project managers, we know how much important effective sponsorship is. Therefore, we started to award Sponsor of the Year in 2016 and continued in 2017. Project managers and PMO in secret vote choose the winner based on agreed criteria: clear vision and expectations, fighting for his project, personal engagement, ability to decide, team motivation and support. The award winner announced in January Project Portfolio Committee as latest part of a yearly project portfolio report provided by PMO. First year, 2016, COO Natalia Major was awarded. In second year, Peter Matúš, Head of Retail, won Sponsor of the Year award. And we already have hot candidates for Sponsor of the Year 2018.
With project management, we significantly increase chances to deliver successful projects. Our objective is to identify potential problems early enough and bring them to the table so that we can find and apply the solution, so that problems never really appear. There is one thing which our sponsors do not like: surprises, especially negative surprises. Risk management in projects helps us to manage expectations of sponsor. Talking openly about potential threats, risks, preparing for negative happenings in project is an automatic responsibility of project manager. Early warning to sponsor is a hygienic factor of successful project manager. Never let your sponsor become uncomfortable by not knowing, be it by his direct managers or colleagues from board. Negative information spreads very fast. Always make sure that sponsor is kept informed and has all necessary info and alternatives in case decision is needed. Always consider other stakeholders' interests to avoid further misunderstandings. Never hide the situation. You can have red projects and at the same time satisfied sponsor. When sponsor understands the reason, knows that this could come reality, and that all possible measures have been taken, there is management action necessary to fix the situation. Latest action here is project change request. We have seen many times angry faces of our sponsors when some of these rules have not been applied. We want to manage our project portfolio investments as best as we possibly can. Our board gives us directions in bank roadmap. We know that our IT infrastructure needs to be maintained. All big long-term roadblocks we see, we collect in our big tankers roadmap. Our market, especially our regulator, is bringing us new challenges every time, and we have many more creative ideas which would like to be served. All these inputs project candidates need to be considered in transparent, pragmatic way. To enable selection, we developed a dynamic project pool system, which you have already seen. This gives us visibility and increases quality of decision making based on latest information. Role of PMO here is to enable and support prioritization, provide general overview and improve developed process. Selection itself is on project portfolio committee and board members. After project selection, we want our portfolio orchestra to sound good and aligned. We do perform regular steering committees, monthly reporting for project committee. But it is usually not enough for portfolio. Focus on alignment is visible in PMO and IT project management weekly stand-up meetings. All project managers with IT project managers, IT management stakeholders meet every Thursday at 8:30 and go with 30 minutes through whole project portfolio. Short update with progress, key issues and lessons is provided by PM or ITPM. Project status is set on weekly basis. Potential conflicts or unknown dependencies between projects are early identified. Impacts can be shortly discussed. Lessons are shared with members when specific situation occurs. When I go from such a meeting, I could meet board member in a lift and be ready for explanation and even may influence his expectation right on the spot. There are times when new project or situation changes our game field significantly. When more projects are at risk or impacted, PMO actively takes the leading role of resolution. Together with demand management and affected PMs, Proposal is prepared for project portfolio committee to justify situation, propose alternatives and set clear follow-up for specific projects. Projects on time, in budget. This is easily and transparently measurable. We decided not to measure on scope, as this we consider negotiable. We believe this is okay to exchange minor parts of scope when agreed by steering committee and keeping project deadlines and budget. On portfolio level, we are achieving fantastic results for long period, about 80% average on time and more than 90% on budget success rate. This is why we do projects, to get benefits. Whenever hard benefits are considered, we make sure we track declared benefits and review it quarterly. And we do it for 2 years after project closure. We already tracked 21 projects in total budget of 19 million euros since then. What was the benefit? 51 million cumulative. This is a cumulative result of first 2 years of 21 measured projects. With other projects, maintenance, legal or innovation category, we keep evaluation report to be presented 1 year after project closure. It contains also performance of project in operation and lessons learned. We are definitely demanding in performance. Three key pillars are to be mentioned here. First, productivity. You have surely seen how operation processing workers' productivity is measured, how sales productivity is measured, but have you ever seen project managers' productivity measurement? We would like to show you principles of ours. We consider two assumptions are crucial here. First, density of project. The more resources you have to manage during project, the more productive you are, exponentially. Second, project complexity. We rank projects complexity based on set of questions and attributes. Combination of those two factors gives a productivity points result for project manager. Basic performance system setting was based on historical data. Our ambition is to achieve 500 points for PM and 800 points for PM senior position yearly. Second pillar of performance, on time and in budget of projects. Classical metrics. We consider it against project charter baseline data and allow 10% deviations as okay. We do not know whether and how long this criteria will be applicable. We wonder of changing this to on value indicator for future. Third pillar, our internal client satisfaction, be it sponsor, business gestor, or team members. Even in hard times, it is of utter importance how we communicate with our stakeholders, how we explain them situations, what do we do for project success, how many extra miles do we go with them. Just one extra mile? It is expected standard here. We ask our customers 2 times a year for feedback in our MBO scale 1 to 5, where 3 is 100% fulfillment of expectations. At least 3.1 average feedback is expected. What I can say that our best PM got 4.5 ranking. What a feedback! These are 4 values of our bank and they form our culture. Demanding approach, creativity, partnership and courage. Let me focus on 2 of them. Partnership. We are sentenced for cooperation. We identify stakeholders early in the project. We gather their expectations and set up communication plans. This is how delivery can be done in smooth way and results are accepted by all involved parties. PMO and project managers have to lead by example in order to move bank forward. Fortunately, after a long period of collaboration, we already know our stakeholders and also their behavior precisely. We even provide political background training when onboarding new colleagues to the bank to help them meet the expectations and avoid potential conflicts. Courage. When we talk about conflict avoidance, clear statement needs to be stated here. It is of utmost responsibility of PM or PMO in case of problem to stand up and state it clearly and loudly, no matter of consequences, even if we caused that problem. This is how trust in project management is built.
In our demanding culture, full of dynamic changes and high expectations, personality of PMs and their leading potential is fully exposed. Our project managers or PMO members have always been part of talent pool, top 1% people in the bank. We care for their managerial development by offering challenging leading tasks, job rotations, succession planning, and advanced managerial trainings. As a result, we are proud that we have many promotions from our team in the last 3 years. Director of Facility Management, Head of Retail Loans, Head of System Testing, and recently appointed Head of IT Infrastructure. Our intention always was to keep our internal clients informed. Last year, feedback from our internal customer survey said that they would welcome simple but regular info about projects. Together with internal communication, we create a PMO newsletter, which is being continuously sent to bank managers and they often share it with their colleagues. We do promote projects in the bank. Talent Academy workshops, open door days, trainings and workshops for other departments, attendance on internal conferences or days of communication. By that, we got some great talent acquired for job rotation. We offer 6 to 9 months of rotation with 50% utilization. Selected person willing to try project management got easy one category project, ideally near his subject expert field, and participates on all PMO routines with our team. We had risk analytics, private banker, HR training specialist, research development specialist, business analyst, or IT relationship manager in last years. Yes, we keep best of them in our team.
As corporate or enterprise PMO, we are focusing on the company's success. How could company change if PMO is still rigid? Times where PMO checked the documentation and tried to fit waterfall processes into methodology milestones are gone. We understand that in dynamic world there is no one size fits all project methodology. We felt demand for more flexible project environment, but we wanted to avoid unmanaged development of agile structures in our current world. This is why Joint Common Agile Working Group, consisting of representatives mainly from IT, took an active role in upcoming transformation. We decided to execute pilots as a proof of working in our condition. After discussion with stakeholders, we identified 3 projects and started 3 pilots with Agile methodology. The first one, SBB IT solution. We choose a good fit candidate for Agile approach. New small business segment loan process implementation project. Even RFP request for proposal or tender was done in Agile way using Scrum techniques by vendor and evaluation committee. Generated business value and cooperation with vendor was key driver in decision. Usually RFP takes 3 to 4 months in our environment. With this approach, we were ready to decide in 1 month, and we had minimal working product available for further development. First release to production was in 4 months after project start with superb evaluation from branch network. Though not all was that smooth and easy. First release could have been delivered in 2 months. Right after vendor selection, agile principles slowly eroded in the project. Vendor wanted to work remotely from Czech Republic, although in RFP we clearly stated request to work on site. Stability of team was getting worse. People working for the vendor have been changed. Communication was not transparent. Developers were hidden somewhere in Prague and not available for discussion. Technology was so unique that we couldn't help with our capacities and know-how. Performance of the projects slowed down to unacceptable level, although many management escalations and agreements. How would you react to this situation? Well, we decided to change the vendor in October 2017 and continue with second vendor in RFP. Early May 2018, we have developed refactored code in standard Java technology in live environment, and we are moving in very good direction of further functionalities development. Lessons learned? Recognize boiling frog early. If you see non-cooperative signs on vendor side, act immediately. The second project is Credit Card 2.0. New functionalities for client comfort in mobile application. This agile pilot was cancelled after 3 months. What happened? Actually, we started this project with no allocation of resources because we didn't know whom exactly we will need. We also agreed it will have lower priority than other projects. Results? This project has not been finished yet, although it was really estimated as a small or medium project and will be shifted to third quarter 2018. Everybody has to learn a tough lesson. Let's do it agile statement doesn't mean things will happen. We have learned it together with our board members. And the last one, online account and loan. This was the third pilot project for Agile. The clearer the business goals were, the more unclear was a solution. Yet perfect fit of product owner personality was a reason to choose this as a third pilot project. Agile RFP was applied from SBB project and when absolutely perfect, again selected solution within 1 month and already having tangible working results which you can continue with. This project due to complexity became suddenly pilot of Scrum of Scrums. So far it is running strong. What we identified is that defined cooperation system and alignment between Scrum Agile teams and the rest of the world is critical to the results delivery. We struggle with two worlds talking to each other. This is one of the next topic in our Agile working group teams to be addressed. There it is. Our brand promise to be innovative leader is being fulfilled. We continuously deliver innovation category projects which differentiate Tatra in our market. Our ambition is to deliver at least two innovations every year. At least one of them comes as a project delivery, the other one might come also as middle change without direct PMO engagement. In 2012, as a client of Tatra, you were the first one in European Union to pay with your mobile device, and actually it was iPhone. And you got to do it with a special functional cover iCard and our application. In 2013, as a client of Tatra Banka, In 2013, as a client of Tatra Banka, you could reach out for your phone and make balance checking, account transactions, block card, or buy further banking products without any other necessary device, code, or password. Voice biometry was rolled out to our clients to enable them more comfortable banking life and still keeping maximal security and necessary regulatory standards. In 2014, if you were not a client, you could become one easily by web application and courier where your ID card would have been scanned and verified online via face biometry technology. In 2015, already the second new generation of mobile application of Tatra Banka, the most recognized and awarded banking application in Slovakia, came to market, bringing ultimate functionalities like color for campaigns, pension funds, and spending reports. We also have demo version if you want to try it as non-client. Go ahead on App Store or Google Play, type Tatra Banka and try the demo. In 2016, another new generation mobile payment application come to the market with multiple cards stored in mobile phone, debit, credit, company cards. Included virtual one-time valid only payment card functionality for online shopping as special security feature for our clients shopping on various foreign websites. Last year, we recontracted 30,000 clients with accounts and migrated 4,000 loans of Zuno Bank to Tatra Banka. Actually, it was the whole bank. We took over whole responsibility for products and clients of Zuno Bank, which needed to be closed by the end of June 2017. We automated 120 processes in operation centers, leading to 15 FTE savings. Altogether, more than 100,000 process steps have been already executed by our robots. We relocated secondary data center, which we owned, into new commercial center in secure way with absolutely no outage. 4 waves were needed to manage all hardware and software to be fully moved and configured. Thanks to the extensive communication, all project portfolio was fully aligned with timing and activities of relocation. New business banking for corporate clients, enabling them flexibility of connection and simple, easy accounts and payments management, has been already installed by more than 1,000 corporate clients. And PSD2 is another extraordinary story. Solution was decided only in October 2017, yet Tatra Banka was, based on our knowledge, one of only 3 banks in Europe going live with public announcement on 13 January 2018 and having 3 third-party providers applied in the first week of effective PSD2 regulation. We have always been active in cases of project management internally in Tatra, but also within community and universities. At home, we organize open door days together with demand management and IT. We have done two of them in 2017 for our employees and had almost 100 people attended guided walkthrough in our offices with our people, even visiting data center thanks to our IT colleagues. What a feedback! Average 9.8 out of 10 available points. People loved it, and we even attracted one of them to participate on 9 months rotation to project management team. We also cooperate on Raiffeisen banking group level by hosting our network banks for reference visit. Very strong relationships we have with Raiffeisen Bank Czech Republic, where we could materialize lessons learned and even real cost reduction synergies from project portfolio alignment. In Faculty of Informatics and Information Technologies, we have been delivering project management lessons for students of master degree. With Nexteria, Slovak non-profit students leadership academy, we facilitated project management mini night workshop. We are speakers in the biggest project management conference in Slovakia and support local PMI Slovakia chapter in organizing local workshops. Honestly, we do not know how it happened that we deserved your attention and nomination in Global PMO Awards, but we are very proud of it too.
There are two specific topics resonating around us besides our obvious PMO business. One of them is agile. As you have seen, we are a successful company. We are a successful PMO. We have already started our future. To achieve long-term company success, we believe we need to be even more flexible and agile, maybe adaptive, call it as you want. We know that PMO must play and will play a strategic role during this transformation process, while we have to keep an eye on the running portfolio as well. Currently, we are running strategic alignment sessions with board level, with upper management, and with already running two independent agile teams and two agile projects. We aim for two agile teams until end of 2018. Training for Scrum Masters, product owners are ongoing and safe trainings will take place soon. We do not know which tools we will use, nor the scale of agile transformation yet, but I know we are aiming high. What we will for sure do is the first Tatra demo day. We plan for June, with direct support and attendance of board members. We will be able to offer demo shows not only from our currently running two agile teams and two agile projects, but also other projects will gladly show what do they have on their production lines. This will be open meeting for bank employees. We want to show the generated value, foster transparency and recognize effort of our people working on projects. Happy employees make happy customers. We know that in the past we focused on customers' products and services rather than internal processes. Therefore, we appreciate that within bank roadmap, besides business strategy goals, there are also EVP goals. Employer value proposition and employee-oriented services become strategically important. In PMO, we already manage three running projects which are added on EVP roadmap. Office 365 rollout to the whole bank, including migration of email and calendar from Lotus Notes. HR tool integrated cloud solution, RBI program, where Tatra is the first pilot bank. We should bring our managers and employees complete view of HR agenda, including trainings, instant feedback, performance evaluation, and hiring. Activity-based workplace, redesigning and refurbishing our working environments to the new future standards. We already developed a pilot in our head office. The whole floor was completely redesigned and refurbished, and employees are highly satisfied to work in such environment. This is why we want to move forward in it, to become the employer of the future. Projects are always done by people, not by process, not by templates, not by project managers only, by people. I believe that project management and PMO can only be successful when working with people who are highly motivated and professional. We are sentenced for cooperation. I'd like to thank to these colleagues and many more who have been part of our PMO through all these years. You have listened to us for almost an hour. You have seen who we are. You could feel our part of history. You have seen our structures, heard about our objectives. You could touch and you can touch our results as a non-client or even become a client. And you can help us become the employer of the future by promoting us into final round of global PMO awards. Thank you very much from Tatra Banka, Slovakia.